once, you would maybe shut up. No, that's the backup reverse indicator beeper. It's not a great big huge dump truck, you know. And now seatbelt, well, you know, fuck. Whatever. It only beeps 50 times, then it stops. Taxi vlog 312, I think it is. It is my birthday. Yippee, yahoo, hooray. 2nd of July, 6:53 in the evening. I'm a little bit late getting started. That's because, well, I celebrated a bit today. I was on Skype with my family, and I got a lot of... You know, I think I'm going to close my Facebook account. I got so many birthday greetings, it gets kind of monotonous saying thanks for an hour. That's pretty much what I did. I typed thanks, 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 thanks all over the place, and tried to make a few of my replies a little bit original, but yeah, you know. So it goes. All of you, if I didn't reply to your birthday greeting, well, I'm sorry, I must have overlooked it. I know I replied to a lot of them. So, what's it like to have your birthday on the 2nd of July? Well, first of all, it's the day after Canada Day, so there was everybody going stupid and apeshit and celebrating and stuff last night. It was an excuse for most people just to go and get drunk and be idiotic. So they did that, and I guess I was actually surprised when on Monday I came out here and I thought, oh, Monday, long weekend, people will be relaxing, people will be doing the thing at home, they will be doing the backyard barbecue and not going anywhere because it's such a nice day. I was wrong. As soon as I got out here, I got my first call. I think I was out here for 10-15 minutes, not even. I was out here for 6 or 7 minutes. I got my first call, and as soon as I dropped that off, I connected. And so from about 6:30 till 3:30, I did not stop. Oh, except for one time around 10, I dropped off somebody not too far from where I live. So instead of calling Cindy on the phone, I took a 20-minute break and went inside. Usually if I take a 20-minute break in the neighborhood where I live, I will still be top in zone when I get back in the car, but I had missed a call. I got back in the car and drove for less than 5 minutes and got another call and then kept going one right after another till 3:30 in the morning. Cindy made me a beautiful big birthday dinner. Since it's kind of hot out, it says, well, 24 degrees now, but it was hotter in the daytime. She made me a delicious salad with shrimps and boiled eggs and grated shredded carrots and olives and lettuce, and I think there might have even been some dandelion leaves in there that she scavenged from the rabbits. And there was nuts and kernels and half a hard-boiled egg, and that was delicious, delicious dinner. I don't know what dressing she put on it, but everything was just great. I enjoyed that dinner. It filled me right up. Then, of course, she gave me a piece of her homemade cheesecake after that, which is delicious. I love her cheesecake. So I'm kind of full right now. But yeah, the rest of the morning went all right. I was kind of tired already. I cleared a trip at 5:30, and I went and fueled up the car and vacuumed it out and cleaned up and wand washed it, the whole thing. And then I went home and Tuesday night, of course, is Canada Day. I got my first call right away. I took somebody up to Gordon Head from the Lazy Boy Furniture Gallery. That was good for $20 to start off. My next call was a 4-car order, and 4 of us are sitting there double parked on a, well, rather main thoroughfare. We're waiting outside and we're phoning the people to come out, and finally 2 people come out and they said, we only want 1. What probably happened was the call taker in the office misheard, and when somebody said, I'm calling for a taxi, put down 4 taxis and sent them to that address. So 4 of us showed up, and that was the beginning of several mistakes and blunders and things that just did not work out. It was a stressful night. It was hard. I got these partiers in my car, and I really didn't feel like partying, and I really didn't feel like hearing them partying. And then you had the ridiculous drunks, people who could barely speak. There were a few of those. And there was this one call I went to an address that doesn't exist. The house before it and the house after it were there, and then I called the phone number that was on my display here, and the woman answered, and I said, well, sir, your taxi, I'm trying to find out where your address is. I don't see it here. And she said, I want it in half an hour. What? I don't want it now. And I said, well, I'm not going to wait for half an hour. Why don't you call the cab when you need it? And she said, well, I called and they said it would be half an hour. And she said, I want it in half an hour. Good. So on the phone, apparently she was told the cab will be there in half an hour. I was there in 5 minutes. And she says, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I said, well, I'm not waiting for you. And besides, I can't find your address. So call it when you need it. That was the end of that call. There were another, you know, when it's a special event like this, it's people who don't usually take cabs who want one, and they don't understand how things work, and it's just harder for us to deal with them. Just because they're like that. Oh, I'll merge. All right. So that was already pretty bad, and I was getting kind of tired by 3 o'clock. I had a good amount of money on already. Then I got sent to a donut shop. Now, I felt like rejecting it right away. That was the only call all night that I felt like rejecting. Oh, I got a call. Well, I might as well go do it, because who knows when the next one will happen on this day after Canada Day. So I get this call at this donut shop, which I felt like rejecting, but for some reason I did not. I went there, and when I got there, there was the baker of the donut shop was stepping outside for a smoke, and this guy was with him. The guy looked angry. And he got in the seat right behind me. I'm going, oh no. And he's saying, I'm going to Bakerview. I said, Bakerview? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that. He said, Sydney. Okay, I'll go out the highway to Sydney. So as we're heading out, he's not saying anything. He's just chomping on chips behind me. And I say, so, on our way out there, do we take the Mount Newton Crossroad exit? And he said, McTavish. And that's where the stupid roundabouts are, near the airport. I said, okay, fine, I'll go take McTavish. So I get on the exit and I go around 3 roundabouts and I get onto McTavish, and he said, you went too far. I said, okay, sorry, I don't know where this street is that you want to go to. So I turned around and went through the roundabouts again. He says, and I say, so what, are we going like towards the airport? He says, yeah. And then you take your first right. So I did. Then I came to a fork in the road. I said, well, what do I do, right or left? It was left. And then you turn right over on the corner there. And there was a house on that block with the lights on. And he said, that's my house. Okay. So I pulled up in front of that house, and it was 49 something on the meter. And he says, I'm going to pay with Visa. And I said, okay, fine. So I pulled out this toy here and put the amount on. And I said, okay, I need the card. He says, well, I have to go get it. I don't carry it with me. And you know, I felt that coming as soon as I was given the call, before I even responded to it. The fucker just walked into the backyard, and of course back there it was dark and he was gone. Happy fucking birthday, Andy. I was annoyed. I was pissed off. And then I took comfort in the thoughts that that guy is one day going to cross the wrong person. And it will come back on him. It has to. If there's a such thing as karma, no, the world's not fair. That's not going to happen. Whatever. I dusted myself off and I worked until just after 6 and made another $100. The night turned out, I guess, okay. It was too much drama. I hate it when it's special events and busy nights and people who don't usually take cabs taking cabs, and it's very tiring. And then when you're tired, you're vulnerable. And things happen that shouldn't. I should just not have answered that call. But who's to say that things would have been any worse or better if I didn't? I mean, all told, because the next fare I had after him was a good one. It was a $30 fare immediately as soon as I got back to town. So, who knows? Would I have got that had I not paid for it by taking that asshole out to Sydney? I don't know. Anyway, I'm coming up on where I'm supposed to pick up, so I hope yours is better than mine.